Breakfast Club. It's the 10th of October, 2024. Let's get right to it. Lambo, if you're on or around, drop us a line. Let us know you're okay down in Florida there. I heard the storm hit that pretty hard there last night. So let us know you're still doing okay, man. Our thoughts are with you. All right, let's look at the NASDAQ here. Did anybody go on Twitter and see, or X, and see the survey that Michael put out there, or ICT put out there? Which way did you think it was going to go? Was it going to go up all day, down all day, up and then down, or down then up? Now, over 3,000 votes. I never did see what the tally ended up being, who voted for what and where. But let's have a look at where we're sitting right now. Let's start off with the daily and work our way down. Okay, so we still have this fair value gap above us, this SIBI here. We have old highs here. Yesterday's high has not been taken yet. And we have a rebalancing. We finished rebalancing yesterday's volume back to these old highs here. That's ideally where I want to see it hit, and I want to see it go higher now. We could reach down. If we do draw back, there is a small little imbalance sitting right in here between this day and this day. So you look at this day's close is 22.86. This one's open is 22.98. So there's a small little price imbalance. So if we do continue to push down this morning into this imbalance, I'd like to see something like that. No more than 50% of this wick. 25% of that wick would be nice. Show some weakness to get down there and then start to turn around and go back up again. We may not see that till after 10, as CPI has given us the indication it wants to go lower. Then just turn around and take all those people who are tracking this lower and then slam it back against them. So that would put us in for a full fill of this fair value gap here on the hourly and bring us back into this level here. And then get some reaction off of that and start driving higher. So we'll see how this continues for the next little bit. Let's put that back to the 1 minute. So I want to see it get above this candle right here if we're going to go higher. Right now, this is just looking like the next price leg down. We won't know until we get below this level here. I want to see this fair value gap and this give way to the downside, and we'll continue to head down looking for lower prices. And we may not even get that fill. You know how it likes to come down sometimes and doesn't give you the full fill of the fair value gap. So we'll be looking to see if that does give us a complete fill or does keep dropping down. But those are the areas we're kind of looking for this high, which we just hit. We're starting to chip through it now. So if we can get through the mean threshold or consequent encroachment of that wick and then fill that fair value gap, those are the kind of areas I'm looking at right now on the hourly. And let's look at Bitcoin for a second. For today, Bitcoin, it's a tough one. I see it heading down for the range, further down into this range. but we may see an up candle today. Yeah, anywhere inside here right now is a turn. So look at the lower time frames hourly and look for your hourly reversal. Let's see if there's an hourly reversal coming up here. We take this low, come back into the order block, choose the breaker. They probably take just that last one. The body's just lower than that one. So trade it back up into that. Some people might take this one here, these two. Either way, we've traded below this gap, traded back up inside it. And we're working our way all the way back down in here. So I would like to see I'd like to see that hold right now. See this fair value gap, no more than this consequent encroachment. Get hit. And then go lower. This is going to be a pivotal area. So then you go down to the lower time frames and wait until you see something that shows you going lower. If this was going higher, you'd have to see it break this high here first. Natural gas, what a failure. It's too bad. Gets these nice little rallies and then gives up the ghost. So looking for a fill of this fair value gap, or 50% of that wick, which is 50% of the breaker. So if we're already into that, just coming up to it now at 1480, we're at 1486. So 6 more cents, and see if there's anything that happens there for a bounce off of that with not a complete fill. It'd be more positive if we didn't see that fully fill and then reversed. But if it fills and then ends up taking this low out, then we're heading back down into this level here somewhere. Crude oil, we'll get into that in a sec. Natural gas, yeah, it's filled the gap. It's running through it. We're at 50% of this daily fair value gap. It looks like more downside right now. This 50% doesn't hold. If it doesn't hold right now in the next 6 cents, we're going to go lower. And TSX is really pumped up. Soybeans is still banging off at this level here. We've come back up and rebalanced this down close candle. And now you want to see this continue dropping lower now. Bodies are still respecting that level I had outlined earlier. And I want to see what we get for, we're kind of just sitting, sitting inside that Bissy here right now. So we'll have to wait to see how it, what happens when once it gets out of there, which level it's running for. Wheat, look at that, still holding on to that level. This candle's open, going higher. Now we've closed. If we close today above this, look for this to continue to provide support and run for these equal highs above us here. Sugar, well, for sugar, I want to see, we've already seen, mind you, that we haven't taken out a low here. So all I have is just an inversion right here. relative equal highs. If you get back into this consequent encroachment of the SIBI here, 22, 23, look for that. I want to see that. We've got to start using these this consolidation now. You want to see a big displacement candle. Come back, find some support off of this and keep pushing higher. We're in that consolidation now, so you want to see it make a breakout, a distinctive move for today or tomorrow. Coffee just coming back up into this level here. There's a little tiny imbalance sitting right here. 22.5395. Want to see how we react off that before we go lower. We're already back to the breaker already. We've hit that and we're reacting off of it. So how we act after this, not taking out that low. I want to see this candle. If we get above this candle, then I'm going back into a bullish stance again. It's still sitting in the space, the SIBI, VISI. We're banging around inside that. It's got to get out of there, decide which direction it wants to go. If that rolls over here now, drops below here, comes back and uses this order block to go lower. I'd have to use the fair value gap to go lower. And we'd have to break this candle's low. Right here, this little swing. We have to get below that and use this candle to continue pushing lower. Cocoa. Lumber. We can get anywhere inside here on this way up. These equal lows are still still on the table. We'll see how we act. We went up and through this. We'd have to get through this little imbalance. There's a tiny imbalance down there if you look right here. This is a key area for me, I guess, whether or not we go higher or lower. So far we're going higher, so I'd like to see us dip into this and we'll see how we act once we get inside it. Just use the top to leave a portion open to reverse or go sideways for a while. There's not a lot of huge motion in cocoa right now. If we could get back into this right here, then that would be the fair value gap you're looking for a fill off this candle's low. Leave that portion open and then start dropping down. Lumber is nothing. Lean piggies did well yesterday, and this week it's kind of been going, I guess it's been going kind of sideways this week. We're coming back into this little imbalance right here. I like to see that consequent encroachment stay at the bottom, and I'd like to see this stay open down here. Start climbing higher. You want to see some legs get out of here though. It's just sitting flat right now. If we do end up taking out that price imbalance, it would be really positive if it stayed half closed. And we start getting above these highs again. and gold. I'd like to see him use this order block here to continue going higher. If we leave a piece open, I'd like to see this continue pushing higher up into this range now that we've taken out these highs, the full body candle. We still haven't cleaned out the whole consolidation yet with a body candle, but this is a nice start from here. Yeah. Yeah, we can come back into this candle here and then leave. I see more upside for gold. Oil. What's oil up to? How's that thing? Wait, are you looking for a reversal here now off this candle? Anywhere inside this candle here now? We're just hunting for a reversal to go long. So as that starts to work its way down, if we take this candle out, look for a return all the way back inside this candle, all the way down to the session open again. If we take out the lows quick with a wick, then I'm looking for a reversal down in here on the 1 minute. There's our first objective hit right there this morning. Beautiful. Perfect delivery, 86,153. That was our first objective. I'd like to see this whole price now. If we do end up rolling over and getting through it, no, I want to see that whole price now keep pushing higher. There's no reason to come back into here. This is all balanced. Except for this, oh, there's a little piece right here. That would be a cam 2, I think. Let's see if that lines up. 50% is right here. Yeah, I would like to see this mean threshold stay, hold price, keep pushing higher, running for our upside objective. We are quite high in the range. There's nothing in here that would show me a reversal just yet on a daily chart. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking something here. Mm-hmm. Get below this low here and use this Friday's fair value gap open to continue pushing lower. What's this? This was XU. I think this was that Turkey. Took out the highs. Didn't sustain this reversal right here. You need to keep an eye on these levels. You're looking at this. So we can, let me just move that one. That's a 15-minute chart. See how we traded below it, came back up to the consequent encroachment of it. Started going lower. Now you're back inside this range. So you want to short that, and the objective you'd be looking for would be somewhere around right in there. See if you get some sort of bounce off of that. We'll come back to that later on. So let's go back and see who's here this morning. 16 people this morning. Welcome, all 16 of you. So far, we're finding support inside here. Gary Fishball, good morning. Hadi JD Manzan, how are you? Good morning. Abs, good morning. D, everyone. I missed yesterday's stream. Was busy all day. Let's see if I could stick around for this one without being bothered. That's okay. I hope we get you something today, Abs. So far, we're coming back and banging off of this 1 minute chart here. But we're going to wait and see what the 930 open gives us, whether or not we're going to push down one more time into this level and then run back up for these highs. That would be my objective, to run for on the hourly basis, to run back up and take those highs out. After we come down, do some more damage, give these people this false idea that we're going to keep going lower, preparing themselves for the possibility that this could be the next price leg down, that they just kind of give you that false sense of worry. So I'm just going to try and reverse engineer something here. Not that this is not anything that Michael teaches, and it's not anything I advocate. It's just something I play around with. Doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it learnable. It's just something I'm looking at trying to reverse engineer a move. If I anticipate a specific spot, you can kind of reverse engineer it. So you look over here at that level there, and I want to stick that thing. What level is that one? 300. Oh yeah, that would be a not a hell of a, if that retracement were to happen and you were aiming for that, that would be a insane reversal and come back down and take you out. So sometimes when you have an objective, you think, oh, if that's a price leg there, and we're just coming back to start another one. But if it doesn't, and this ends up being the case, then you look for what down here supports 233. 233. The session open from yesterday. Campione, good morning. Russell, good morning, my friend. Hadi, Darren, do you know why in 1 minute chart on NQ we took the high, but in MNQ we did not? 1 minute micro, we took it and we took the high. Oh, you're saying it took the high here? Yeah, did it take the highs? So let me have a look. Hourly. Oh, it did not take the highs there. And micro, it did not take the highs either. So I don't know what you're looking at there. Is this the high? This looks like a low resistance liquidity run. Or are you talking about this high right here? That high is taken. Let's see if that's on NQ the same way. That high is taken as well, but that one's not. So I don't know what one you're referring to, Eddie. Ollie, morning. Afternoon in the UK. My old stomping grounds, England. My old stomping grounds, that is. I'm from Portsmouth, you know, down south. So welcome, Ollie. So for me, it's good. If we're going lower, we're going to get through this on the downside. Start digging into this candle. So get below that with a full body close. Come back, use the consequent encroachment as a propulsion to go down faster, deeper. Got to get above that candle if I want to go higher. We sit and wait. You're a northerner? That's all right. I still love you because you're British, ain't you? Leeds. Right. I do like Arsenal. That's my football team. Not even Pompey, even though Pompey's up there this year. Arsenal's always been my team right from when I was a kid. That's only because I was given an Arsenal cup And I like the cannon. Campione CPI news spike took out the 1 a.m. high on NQ and not MNQ. 1 a.m. high. 1 a.m. high. Ah, that one there. And this one did not. Let's have a look. One a.m. high. It did. Look at that. Right into that fair value gap on Thursday. Last Thursdays. I tell you, those are magical. Can I tell you why? I don't know. I don't know why the micro and the main NASDAQ are not, the futures are not aligned. Maybe somebody else could give me an opinion. Sorry, I can't help you out there, Campione. I have no idea. That would take the genius of Michael to tell you that. Fiddlesticks, good morning. Oh, sorry, that was Hadi. Hadi, yeah, sorry, I don't know. Do you guys all trade on the mini, or do you guys prefer the straight futures? Or do you like the contracts? Good morning, Hans. JD likes mini, strictly one contract only. Fishbowl. Okay, there you go. Mini it is. Let's stick with what works, I guess. All right, let's stretch this out a little bit and see what we got. Let's get it started in here. Get to it. Trader below it, back inside it, back inside it. One more time, we tap it. We've got to get a body. We've run a body below here now. I want to see this come down lower. We have 3 more minutes. Let's quickly go through our other ones we're looking at. We're looking for upside in Bitcoin. I don't want to see that low get taken again now. It's got to keep going higher for Bitcoin. And we're still at 86. We haven't opened yet there. Gold came down to the open. The previous on Monday's candle, is that? Thursday's, what is it? Where are we at? Oh no, 2 hours ago. So we've come down to the open here. I want to see that react off this now and start driving higher. So far so good. And you go down to the lower time frames and start looking for a reversal, which is right here. There's your entry for a long right there. I put my stop loss below 50% of that wick. Oh, let's do it. What the hell? I'm gonna put my stop loss below here. I got 10 lots on there. It's 11 grand. It's a big one. Let's see what we get. That's micro. Let's look at the oil. 50% consequent encroachment or mean threshold of that order block. Getting a reaction off of it. Digging back into here. So this level right here, you don't want to see that fair value yet get taken on the upside for oil. If it does on a close, you're looking for this as an inversion to go higher. Otherwise, this could be just the reversal. We've got a body trade below here. We could just trade up deep into this, reverse, and start coming back down for these lows. It's a sit and wait game for oil right now. We'll see where we end up. If we end up in the box. Hi. Sizing down the micros was a game changer for me. 4 micros consistently. Smart. Yeah, with gold, I got like 10 lots. That's retarded. Am I allowed to say that? I'm not allowed to say that anymore, am I? My wife keeps telling me, you're not allowed to say that word. I go, all right. It's not a good idea. Let's put it that way. So we'll see how we get through this. And we're going to wait. This is the part. I was watching one of Michael's videos yesterday. See how it just comes all the way down to the fill of that? That would be like the ideal place to go. I'm going to go long there. Because if I'm wrong and it comes below me, comes back up, gives me an opportunity to get out and go short. You're just killing it right now. So there's 40. There's 28 handles right there. Just taking out those old highs. That's not really killing it, is it? Not from what we're used to now. Alrighty. Now you're starting to kill it. Now you're up 40 handles. Come back to the here. Get a little support off of that. Start running back up higher. Lovely, lovely. Took out those highs. I want to see this body get above here now. I like that little consolidation, displacement candle, cam 1 entry for a run above the high. Pay yourself a bit there. Not that you're taking these trades, of course. We're just kind of waiting until 10 o'clock. Wait for the 9:30, kind of just settle itself out and see what we get. Good morning, people. Pepe. Good morning, or Pape. Where are you from, Pape? Or Pappy? Where are you from? Hamburg. New York. And why? That is New York. See, if you want to see this get out of here, you want to see that provide a level of support. You want to get a body above here. So far, we just got a wick. We just did a stop run inside this fair value gap. Get some legs, get out of here. See how this hourly here? %, equilibrium, consequent encroachment. Whole price, 50% of the wick, start pushing higher. Look for this initial run back to 401. I don't know that right now, but that's the draw for me initially. And then we'll see if we run down here one more time. To kind of throw people off. See how much we shake people around right now. But we just wait for the first half hour. Wait for you. Patiently wait for your setup. Super D! Derek, how's it going, buddy? How's the Falls? Do you like it? I haven't been there, but I heard the Canadian side is like beautiful. I haven't been to Niagara Falls yet. Wendy, back in. Oh, you're back in Camsburg, Pennsylvania this morning. Lovely country you have in Canada. Enjoyed Niagara. Oh, good. Didn't even see. I just saw your name and asked the question. You'd already answered it. Yeah, send me some pics, man. I'd love to see it. My wife is off to North Carolina. She's doing an evaluation on a school down there. She gets hired to go down and do these evaluations on schools or all over the place. So North Carolina, she just caught up yesterday, and they're going down to an international baccalaureate. She does the international baccalaureate programs and the evaluations for schools. You have to, each school that has an international baccalaureate program has to get a yearly evaluation done. It's not a bad thing. She's not like an inspector or anything. She just goes down there and has a great time with people and chats with them and helps them align their school with IB principles, and it's awesome. So she's quite excited going down there with a friend of hers. So she's off to North Carolina this week. See that? They're not done going down here, you people. They're not going. They're not done yet. Quick little stop run. See him get through here now. The opening range gap. Yes, indeed. Let's have a look at the opening range gap here. Regular trading hours. We closed here and we opened here. And we do regular trading hours gap. And let's go back to electronic. We're inside here again. How many people want to trade this right now? Just out of curiosity, do you feel the urge to trade this? Because Michael talked about returning to 50% of the open. Are you feeling the urge to run in here and commit to a trade? Or are you willing to say, that's okay, I'm going to let this mess go? It's definitely not clean price action. I love this fact right here. This reversal. Those people who are looking at that little reversal right there, they're like, oh yeah, I'm so going short on that. I'm going to put my stop loss right up there. And then it opens up and literally rips through them first, comes back, and then finally drives down. That's why you wait for these CPI events to finish, unfold, look at them for about half an hour after the fact, and then see what lines up for you. So that's 8:30. We're at 9 o'clock in here. Why is this not working now? This should show me one in here. Oh, 9:30, sorry. I was looking at 9 o'clock. There isn't one here yet. Are we seeking higher prices after some discount prices? Yeah, I'd like to see that. Aditya. That's a neat name. I think that Aditya. Sawant. A nice name. Where are you from, Aditya? We are seeking higher prices after some discount prices. I think so. I think we'd like to see that drop down a little lower and then start running back up against those highs. That's what I'd like to see, but I don't got any proof of that just yet. Right now, we're obviously sitting in a bull flag or bear flag scenario, if you're into bear flag stuff. But you're down. We're just hanging down in the side, the top of the fair value gap sitting right here. Waiting for something to set up. So right now, I can't give you a solid answer, but I'd like to see that very thing go lower to go higher. Is the weather good there? Yeah, the weather's a little chilly. It's getting cold here in the morning. I kind of keep the window open so I can cool off my computer. This room gets pretty hot. So I brought myself a sweater this morning in case it gets cold. It's usually pretty cold and when the sun's just coming up now. But it's gorgeous weather here. Autumn is so beautiful here in Canada. We got so many trees. I'd like to be down in Boston. Boston's got some beautiful foliage down there. I think that will be a quest for us in the years to come. Go down to the Boston area and see some beautiful colors in the trees down there. And then I want to get over to Japan and I want to see the cherry blossoms come through. That's just absolutely magical when you look at that. 3 Indians. You're talking about a 3 drives pattern. 1, 2, 3. That's usually above. When it drives up above an old high, you get a 3 drives pattern and then reverse. Or you're talking about this one here. I don't know. It's not super high on my radar as a pattern because it's not something I can say, yep, that's perfect. Right there is my entry. That's the perfect place right there. I like that precision type stuff, so I'm not sure about the I like the 3 Indians pattern or the 3 drives pattern. As a concept, it sounds pretty kind of cool. So if you know there's a 3 drives or 3 Indians pattern and you look for a reversal and you catch that on the reversal, then sweet. Everything adds to your arsenal, right? Small fair value up at 24.15. 24.15, he says. 24.15. Little guy right there. Work. It's been working that, but there's a little tiny fair value gap there. Yeah, it's been worked already in this candle. So I do see this right here. We haven't quite filled it yet. Highest candle wick, 50% of the wick would be right there. That's still holding. You make these a little bigger. There's no reason we should have them. I'm not getting out of any big range here just yet. So if we take this equilibrium of this small range created from the opening or the 830, the CPI numbers, that small range we're looking at, 50% brings us back into a fill of that fair value up plus a portion of this order block here. So there's nothing for me to play with just yet. I tell you, from India. Welcome from India. Welcome. And I'm going to assume you're a girl because I made that mistake with curry fishbowl. So I'm going to assume you're all women until proven otherwise. How's that? I bumped into your account. You bumped into it. Well, thank you for bumping in. Everybody's welcome. I don't care where you are in the world, you're welcome. I don't care what your political or religious or ethnic background is, you're all welcome. I love you all. I love you all. You're all welcome. Yes, we're starting to get that look of going lower. Look at that. See how we close below it? Right there. Come back, give a little kiss now. Come back, give us a little kiss right off of here. Doot, doot, doot. Come up to your account. The one below. Oh, you're talking about the one below. This one in here. I don't see anything in that one. 415. This is the only one I can see. Is there another one? Is it a 15-second chart you're in? All right, 302 is our short-term run. So far, we're not getting anything off of our level there, abs. Nice. Saw the 942 first fair value gap. Maybe time to see what effect it has. Yeah, I haven't seen anything there so far, Derek, right? Maybe there's something on a 15-second chart. Let's check that out on a 15-second. Well, I guess you won't know because this thing doesn't incorporate that. Right there, we'll say 367 on the 15-second chart, 367. I did it right here. See that? If you're looking at a 15-second chart, the very first one that opened up, is it fractal? Is it fractal on all time frames? So that's a 15-second chart. Let's look at a 30-second chart and see what it maps out for us. 30-second chart right there. Puts a little tiny one right in there. And does it come to it? No, just shy of it there. Very close though. 15-second nails it and goes lower. 302, there's your 302. That's our fill. So now we want to know is what kind of reaction do we get off of this? Let's get above here. On the close, come down, give it a little kiss, go a little higher. There's your little kiss. Go a little higher, get back into this range here. %50 is sitting right here. You want to see a piece of that stay open? There's a small little, see this one right here? Let's see what kind of reaction you get off that. And this is the macro beginning now, the 950 macro. So I'd like to see this use this fair value gap here now to really start to march higher and leave this portion open. See if we can't start climbing out of here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We're over the fit. We're hitting right on 50% now. Want to see it really start to get out of here. Not just use that to just bounce off it and come back down. So if you have entered in on that, this is, I would typically say move your stop loss to break even, take a portion off there, and if you hit 62, take a portion off there. If it reverses on you and comes all the way back through and takes you out, then you'd be like, ah, I should have taken off a portion there. If it comes back and loads on again, this little guy down here still hasn't been hit yet. So for me, we've just taken out this little high here. You've already come back into the range. So for a reversal, and if we take this candle out with this one, on the run down, all you've got is this, and you're already past 50% of that small little range you're in right here. See that? It would have to come back up into here to go short and aim for that little box down there inside the small range. You play inside these ranges and see if they support price or don't. So this little level right here, you want to see that right there, hold price and keep going higher now. If you don't see this one down in here in this order block, we don't have a little swing point here. So you look at the whole range that you're in. Look at this guy right here. And that's already just under 50% of the whole range. Yeah, just underneath it. Traded above it. Come back inside it. Right there. Below, above. Now you want to see this keep climbing. Start digging into this level up in here in this breaker. Look for these equal highs. There's tons of equals of highs up here, ideally where we want to start looking. We start busting up above here, get some support. Then we're looking for that order block above you on the hourly chart. Coming back to 401 again, talking about the 401k program, our little American friends down there. Okay, we filled the 15-second or the 1 minute chart, the fair value gap, we're right up in here. There's that fair value gap above you. I want to see this get through here now on the 15-second, sorry, the 1 minute. Let's get back to the 1 minute, see what we got here. That's filled. There you go. Start taking out these highs. So I got that from this. I think I took that on the 15-second chart. Let me show you where I got in at. I took the initial one off this order block here, weathered this. Now we're back up in here. I just unloaded my position at the fill of that fair value gap there, and we'll wait to see now whether or not this provides a level of support to keep going higher. So it's just a small little 30 handle, 20, 30, 40 handles. But it all adds up, right? There's the, you want to see it kick off of there now. We're already through this fair value gap on the upside. Let's wait and see. It's too premium right now if you want to jump in on that to go higher. I'd like to see that whole price now. Is there a reason why you use MQ on the lower time frames and NSQ for the higher? They don't differ. They do different price of it. I do. Do I have something different on here? That's a mini. Mini. Sometimes I look over here. But I do like to stick with mini. So we're looking for a 50% of that regular trading hour gap for it to trade back into at least that now. That would be a goal to look for. And then I'm looking for 20431. Why am I looking for 20431? Anybody? Anybody? Way back into here. Let's look at it right here. Come on up. Let's get some support off this level right into this little box right here. And away you go. Dave Barry, back and down, my friend. Welcome back, Dave. Welcome back. Still watching to see what it does with 942 candle. If it gets there. Good morning. Shepherd, good morning. Can't see the Y. Sorry. Did I say something you didn't make sense? All right, so this is one of those the macro we talked about at the 950 macro. There's your opportunity for the long to 1010. So we've got next 8 more minutes. Now that we're into the 10 o'clock open. We'll see if they use this as support to go higher off that first fair value gap. Our latencies, I put on like ultra low latency, so our I think we're having a 3-second latency here now. Hopefully you guys all have the same kind of 10 o'clock takes out the highs. We could be looking for, if we take out this low here and use it as support to go lower, then we're going lower. So let's see. See how we traded below it already? Took out these highs. We went below it. So is this a bear trap or a bull trap? It has to take out this low. So if it wants to still go high, it's got to use that as support. Now start pushing higher. And now we wait until we get above here and then use these to get leverage on to go higher. 2431 high of the, oh, you can't see why, as in why did I say for 1431? No, that's just above it. I'm looking at that little level 9431 right here. Let's see if we get a reaction off it. There's a spot right in here. Michael talked about it a few times. Abs, Dave, you guys should all know about that one. So we'll see if it works. It's at 20431 to 32 ish. Bia, hello, welcome Bia. You're new to our little soiree here. Welcome. So we can get a body above here and use this as support. Not quite yet, but we got a body above here. Find a little support there, and away you go. So we just give a little tap here, and away we go. There's 50%. Oh, you were here before. Sorry, I didn't recognize you. What's your bias today? My bias today. My bias today is I'm looking for these relative equal highs above us. So we go down to go up. All the time we're staying above 2349. 2349. All the time we're staying above here. I'm bullish. Lucas, I like it. A lot of relative equals highs for the overnight. Also 4-hour fair value. We just needed to close above here. Old highs should support higher. Very bearish. Let it go. Not a good sign. Body traded below it. Came back up inside this candle. Going lower now. Taking out these lows. Not a good sign. We're just hoping that's just a quick run down here. You want to get back through this candle though. I don't want to see the start. Use that as support. Run higher. Got to get through here. Come on. Jump on through. Good. Little stop run. Come back into here. And balance is fine. 930, start pushing higher. My target is the 830 high on the 830. Oh, up here. Yeah, these relative equal highs. I'm with you, Derek. I'm with you, my brother. 50% of the open range is filled. Yes, sir, it is. Dave's got the same target. Nice. We are all on the same page. You all agree with the equal highs there on the hourly? That's our upside objective. From vacationing too long. Adi, good for you. It's a great thing to run back on these people now and take them all out. Everybody was going, oh, we're going lower, we're going lower. Come back here to some support off this candle. When you got this whole range here, this is all a breaker. All these candles make a breaker that runs and takes this low out. So you just want to see it come back and tap the breaker and go and leave this open. Better yet, it'd be nice not to even touch it at all. We got a wick above. Let loose, baby. Ultimately, I'm getting out sooner. I'm planning to get back in to go there if it takes out 832. No displacement, clear of direction, stepping higher, but the retracements are brutal. I've been trying to tell myself, once I see the 9:30-ish, 10 o'clock opportunity, the macro, if you see something there, is to hold it all freaking day. Hold it for the rest of the day. If you're aiming for your daily low and it's happening around this New York open time and you're aiming for the highs, hold it. And you'll see these big retracements at 10:30 or something. You go, you panic a bit. You see your money coming back down. Just hold it. That's our objective. It's just close my eyes now and just hold. And if it comes all the way back and takes my stop loss, and I was in hundreds of dollars worth of profit, and you go, oh, I've got to learn to hold this for these my upside objective there. Don't forget, you've just filled the fair value gap on the hourly here now. There's a little tiny gap in here. See that? That little SIBI? That's been filled now. Back to this candle. We want to see the mean threshold of this candle give way. So remember I was mentioning about 3032. And we'll see what kind of reaction we get off it. Then I'll explain what it is again. You want to see this stay open here now? I can't believe we're working on a 15-second chart. I remember years ago I was thinking, I don't know how people could even go anywhere near a 1-minute chart. That's insane. It's way too crazy down there. It doesn't make sense to me. And now here we are in a 15-second chart. How times have changed, hey? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Close enough. Got my one piece for the day. Good for you, Dave. Good for you. 100 hands, close enough. Good morning, coming in late. We'll talk about crude oil when we have a few minutes. Please, Craig. Oh yeah, we can talk about crude oil. Um, stepping away for a bit so I don't trade again. Be back. Okay, Dave. No worries, buddy. Crude oil, drill, baby, drill. All right, let's look at crude oil here for a second. What was I saying about crude oil this morning? Anybody remember? Did I give you an objective? 5 minute. Well, in the last few minutes, if we're above here now. If we use this candle on a bold to go long, we wanted to get above here. We're above that. We came back, found support at this, and now we're looking for higher. So yeah, I'm looking for it to go higher, Greg, today. Looking for that to dig up into this fair value gap and return into 75 big figure to 75.10 right now. And if you get through here, look for a fill of the fair value gap above you here. And then ideally, you want to see it get above this candle here at 75.60. And if we get that, then we're looking for my little area of interest becomes somewhere in here. My box area of interest becomes there. Trading on the long side was good. Thanks. Okay, so you're long on that. Good. I'm glad you got your long. 5 minutes. Look at the 1 minute. See where you could have caught your. And let's check out the macro here on the 950 macro. So here's your setup happening. We've taken out this low. You've got a reversal here. You came up, hit it, slight close above. Didn't take out a significant low. Still didn't take out a significant low, but you took out this low here. So you see there's a little imbalance right here. Or a little, see it right there when I open it up a bit more. Right there. So you traded above it, nice. So if you're not sure, you say, well, I'm not going to take these little ones. I'm going to wait for this big candle right here to get taken on the upside, just because it's the breaker that breaks these guys here, right? So you wait for a candle to trade above it. It trades right there, comes back inside the candle right there, then runs for the high. Actually, you don't get the high there. It runs to the high. So did you pay yourself right there? Comes all the way back down and gives you the same trade over again right there. There's a little imbalance right here too. Into that, trade away, and now you're on this big old hunt. So from 950, if that's the fair value gap you're looking at here at 950, imbalance, trade back into the imbalance. So 957, you're saying I'm going long from there. My stop loss sits down here. I'm going long. You came at right back at 10 o'clock, 10:09. You've dug into this. You've reaccessed this little guy here. Sorry, this one right here. You're inside that little swing. And if you say, you know what, I'm still not convinced, I want to see it get above all of this mess here first before I start considering taking the trade. So you're looking at here, these equal highs. If I can get above the equal highs and it trades back to them, I'll get long. It doesn't give you that opportunity to get long right there. So you say, okay, well, if I miss it, I'll look for this one right here. So it ends right there. It trades above it right here. You go, great. Now you get one opportunity right there to get out. Or sorry, get in. So you keep looking for these breakers that support price, and you say, if that breaker gets taken on a close and we come back to it, I'm going to go long. So from there, if you would have caught that this morning right off that 74.69, you're already up a nice chunk of change. And we're through the 75 level, so that's good. Looking for that fill now, 75.45. So oil is a beautiful one to trade. It really is. You catch it right, it runs the algo like anything else. So we've got breaking structure to the downside right here. We've come back up to that structure, and we're going to continue going lower now. Got relative equal lows below you. So these lows, this candle here finds support right there. Come lower. I want to see this, just take this out here because we're digging back into that level. Inside the larger range here, if I was going to put that little magic box in there again, it would have been right here. Yeah, I know it's easy for me to say, but I'll explain why it's that little box in a second. I would have put it right there. It's right here. There's the reversal right there. Watch as I stretch this out. You'll see it right there. See it? Run through it, tap it, imbalance, off you go for your reversal. We've taken out a low. Now how we act in here tells me whether or not we're going to go through this and start reaching lower. If we start reaching lower, then we're looking for these equal lows below us here. So we'll see how it acts inside this level. What are we targeting today? We're targeting up here. We may get it late in the day, but that's where we're targeting. So reverse, you've taken out these lows right here, taken out all these lows. You want to see that candle there get taken to the upside to go long again. You want to see it trade through this. Like that. Good. Now you want to see this candle here act as support. It did not trade above it. It just literally still stayed inside here. Yeah. So you wait. If you're looking for that as a long and you jumped in right as it was starting to, this is a bold candle and you got all cocky and jumped in on that. That's why you wait for confirmation. When you've got this breaker sitting inside the fair value gap, you wait for that to get cleared and then come back into it. Anywhere inside that breaker is where you want to go higher. The wick you were chasing price and the wick caught you. Now it's just slamming back against you. Again, we're hitting that level. So we're back to, are we going to run back up and take these equal highs out now and use this as support to go higher? Because you got relative equal highs above you and you got relative equal lows below you. And we're not trying to pick the bottom. We're just trying to say right now we're inside this range. And that's the discount array that we're looking for inside that small range. Only trade crude on the long side. What are we targeting today? Discount price for most recent 1 minute fair value gap. Where is a short spot? NQ. Where is a short spot for NQ? A short? What do you mean from up here? Where was the short? In all this mess, I would have waited for the market structure break first. You took out the high there, market structure break, and then you want to get in off that market structure break. Once the body trades below it and comes back to it, you go short there inside this range. Look for 50%, 62%. So let's just pull our fib tool here just so you get an idea what it is I'm talking about. So if we if you use your fib tool, and this is just one method for managing these small little ranges. So if we use Mr. Fib tool here or Mrs. Fib tool, we want to be above, we want to be in the premium to go into a discount, right? So if we're trading below the, you don't want to take a short here when you're already in a discount range. So you always want to take a premium. So that's in the premium section right there. So if we get a trade below it, breaking structure, trade back to it right here. As soon as it hits 50%, move your stop loss to break even. Take a portion off here. 62, move your stop loss to 50. Take your 62, portion there. Wait, it's 70%. Pay yourself there. Move your stop loss to 60% now. So as soon as it hit here, right there, you're at 62. It came right back up, went boop, took you out. And then look what happened later. So you caught that little run inside here, optimum trade entry reversal, right off of a key level that we'd already marked. Look at that. Is that a coincidence? That little box I drew out there, that little fair value gap, optimum trade entry reversal, freak of nature? I don't think so. I don't think so. So anyway, there's the reverse. Or you're paying yourself on the wrong side. Let's say this was going to continue going to the upside and you went, oh, I'm in the wrong side of this. Well, you could still pay yourself on the wrong side of that to using that fib tool exit strategy. Came back, took you out. You were profitable all the way down there when it finally took you out. Then you wait for that candle to get taken to the upside. It does right there on that. It comes back inside it. Like I said before, it hit it and then left. So now we're in a larger range again. Is there anything up here? Nope. There ain't nothing up there. Remember this little box here? There's nothing up here in the premium area. So I'm expecting that to keep coming. Run for these highs here. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you guys. So that's just one way to catch. When you're in a trade, you're in the range, you want to trade internal range liquidity quickly and manage your trade on the way down so it doesn't trade back against you and you go, oh, I left my stop loss sitting there. I wanted it to come all the way down and take out these old lows below you. Well, if you track it down like this, you literally maxed out all the profits inside that while it does the optimum trade entry reversal and continues going in the upward direction. So I hope that helps. So that's just one way to manage it. But you got to be dedicated to doing that fib tool and look at the range and really be disciplined on that approach to trading. Because if that's your model that you want to use, then you seriously have to be dedicated to look at that range, do your fib, pull your fib tool all the way through. And if it turns, it just keeps running all the way down and you closed out your trade because it came back and hit you at 62% and then slam it all the way back down further, don't beat yourself up on that. Just say, oh, well, there's the rejection block. Pay yourself at rejection blocks. Pay yourself at reject. I don't know how many times you hear me tell you that. If you're in this one and you caught this and you went up, you pay yourself at rejection blocks because you don't always get the high right away. You may just get a pull back into this range here. Look at this order block and these old equal highs here. This is a nice little discount block right here. We have a small little imbalances along the way, and we have this. We did not trade below the low, so we've just got an inversion here. We traded above it, inside it, back to this little imbalance, pushing higher. There's lots of little potential entry points for you in this one. So order block, you're in it, you made some money, you come back, you get to do that same trade all over again now. Now you want to see it work its way all the way back up. Again, the ideal entry is right down here. Because if you're wrong and it comes back to it, gives you an opportunity to get out of your trade to go lower. Again, discipline enough to be able to recognize that, hey man, I may not come back to me here and it may just take off and I go, I didn't get my entry. Oh well, as it set up, wait for the next hour. It's bound to do that again somewhere. And we've seen times where it's come back down and gave you a perfect fill of that little fair value gap and off it goes. Like for this example here, it's more than perfect. It comes back, stop losses here, gives you the maximum fill. No body trades below it, so you're still good. And then away it went. That's a 15-second chart, by the way. The 1 minute chart, they were sitting right in 1022. 1022, this guy right here. Watch. There's the perfect one right there. So if it trades below it now, watch. The fact that it's tapping into it again and again, I don't like that idea. But to each his own, I suppose. Wait to see where they close. Close just above it still. It's tippy tapping right on it. Yeah, I don't like this constant probe down because it tells me it wants to get down there. One more time, reaches through, smashes the 1 minute or the first fair value gap. Runs the liquidity out down in here. Now it'd be nice to see if it took off from there. This is high resistance liquidity trading. Not that you want to be into high resistance trading, but if you are, you're looking for these little reversals. There's your reversal here. Trades below it right here, comes back up, taps. Does it tap that? Nope. It takes these old lows here. Goes lower, gets through this level, quickly wicks through it. Are we going to work lower? Are we going to look for these lows here now? So now we've traded below that level. You want to see that level hold price, support price, and keep coming lower. Or I want to see this candle here get taken out to the upside and use this support to go higher. And it's half of its wick. See how it just comes back up inside that level? Find support, go lower. Now down here at 348. 348. That's a close of the fair value gap below you, and it's a run on those lows. So you can see where the reversal happened, and we can see where it's failing, and you say, oh, I'm on the wrong side of this. If it takes this low out here past here, then I'm looking for that as a level of get off your trade long and watch the short trades below it here. It's telling you, hey, look, I'm going lower. I'm giving you one opportunity to get out or get back on, get in sync with the market, and then down we go. We take this low out, trade back up inside it, and run lower. Now you want to see this get taken to the upside. Now that you've run out those little lows right here, we're not taking the lows down there still. So if this just runs up to here, freezes on this, rolls over and comes back down some more, you want to see that push right through here now. We got lots of relative equal highs above us as well. Lots of liquidity sitting up here now. Yeah, if it takes off, I think it's going to belt out of there. I cannot give anybody a chance to, like if it runs these guys out, these guys are going short still. It's building up that liquidity on the top side here. And when it runs, it's going to rocket through that and start taking these guys out who all want to go short and rip it back and take them out. See, see how the body closes right on it? So now we've got the reversal. Lows have been taken, reversing right here. Body trades above it. And this candle, because that makes up that opening, you want to see the bodies get above this first and then get support and then go higher. So no body above here yet. And if you're taking this for a long, then the ideal place is to take it right here. You got three places: the bottom, consequent encroachment, and the high. So high, low leverage, stop loss is sitting down in here. Now you want to, do we have a body above it? See how they're just, yeah, that one's got the body above right there. Now away you go. It's just, if once you see it, you can't unsee it, folks. You can't unsee it. Coming from a swing trading stocks to day trading futures is night and day. I haven't entered any trades on a 15-second, still adjusting to 1 minute. Yeah. All we're trying to show you here, Greg and Campione, is not that it's the time frame you have to worry about, it's the structure. It's the algorithm showing you that this is a fractal thing that happens on every time frame. This is a monthly chart. Pretend this is a monthly chart. It's the same damn thing. It never, if the algorithm is fractal, it happens on every time frame, whether this is a 1 second chart, a 1 minute chart, a 1 day, or a 1 month chart. It's always driven the same way. So if you're learning this on a 15-second chart just because we want things to move a little quicker, we don't want to wait for a whole minute anymore. We're so lazy, hey? I'm just so impatient. I don't even wait a whole minute. So you look at the 15-second chart and you start to see the same structure that we're looking for on a 1 minute chart. So that is a 1 minute chart. No, it's 15-second chart. 1 minute, geez, it's kind of messy, eh? So if you're looking for a reversal on a 1 minute chart, where's our 1 minute chart? Rebalance, immediate rebalance. We treat this as a fair value gap. When you're looking at immediate rebalances, if you haven't learned what an immediate rebalance is, when the next candle comes back, it immediately rebalances it quick and then takes out the high. When we run through it, we treat this like a fair value gap. So as soon as it runs through it, comes back into it, you're short. That's a fair value gap. It's treated like a fair value gap. Run the lows. Same kind of situation down here. There's the reversal. Body trades above it right here. Trade back inside it. Bodies respect it. Wicks do a little bit of damage. And we run for the highs. If you didn't want to wait, you wanted to wait for here. It trades above, comes back, hits it here, then finally takes the highs. So same structure. Let's look at this on an hourly basis now. Can you see the same structure happening on an hourly basis? Okay. Here's your reversal right there. We trade above it. We don't get it. So now we look for this one here. If we don't get this next candle, trade back into this while we're inside this candle. If we don't get that, then we wait. Then all of a sudden it takes off and you go, oh, now it's really busting through this one or this one. This is engulfing this one. So wait, it comes back and look where it hits. Look where it hits. Coincidence? And that's an hourly chart we're on now, right? And then we exit, start running for old highs. Reversal. You want to see a body trade below it. It trades below it. So you say, why aren't we short on that then, Darren? Because this guy is sitting inside that guy. So we do not. We want to see this. This is a bear trap. So this is, it comes down. It does not close a body below that level. That's why I like to see bodies close below it. So you wait. And as soon as that runs through here, you go, oops, it popped through it. We're going higher. Comes back, found support inside it. Wicks down, fills the fair value gap. No bodies are still inside this. And away we go. That's a 1 hour. Can you see that on a 4 hour chart? Reversal here, 4 hour. See that? Body trades below it. You come back up inside it. Trade lower. Takes out this low right here. Comes back up. You get inside it one more time. So if you would have traded from there, aiming for that, you got liquidity. Comes back up. You take it one more time because you have no reversal here. You hit it again. Takes out all these lows this time. Look for this reversal. There's nothing down in here. So you're waiting days for this one. Wicks. We don't have a body above it yet, right? So you wait. Now you've got this one here. Body trades above it. Now you think, now if we can get off it and something off of this one, it'd be great. Trades above it again. Comes back down and, ooh, just shy of it here. You're just shy of it here. So if you still don't get that, you wait. Look for this one. Body trades above it right here. And finally this morning, you have your return to it. And now we're on the profitable run. And we're above our premium. Hooray. Does it happen on the daily? I just want to show you that this is fractal. So don't worry about your time frames, you guys. One of them's just going to show you faster stuff. There's a reversal right here. Body trades back up inside it. Look at that. Muck. Perfect entry. Close. No bodies break it. And then that's a daily chart. Daily chart. Reversal. No body breaks it yet. We finally have this one here. Finally drops below it. It opens below it. Trades all the way back up inside it. Stop loss is sitting here if you're doing a daily. So this is a longer swing trade or a longer like mega trade, right? So back in July, you catch that. Stop loss is sitting up in here. Mean threshold is your level of, I don't want to see it break that mean threshold. Look where it comes back to. The mean threshold of the candle, literally. And if you're sitting there and you're waiting on that, you say, well, I'm going to wait. Do I get an opportunity to get short here? See how it trades above it right here? You say, oh, I'm on the wrong side of that. Wait, trades below it. Wait for this candle now. Body trades below it, comes back up inside that candle. Even if you missed this, if you played by the rules and said, I don't want to see a body break above there, it closed above, I'm out. As soon as it comes back to me, I'm out because this could be going higher. It comes back and then literally whips through you and go, ah, damn, I was on the wrong side of it. Don't sweat it. Wait for this candle to get taken out on the downside. So you wait another 3 days, it closes below it and you go, great. On the next couple of days, if it gets back up into this level, anywhere inside there, I'm going to take that short. And away you go. So it's either this candle or you look for that fair value gap there. Ran all the way through this one, and this one. So the last one this candle takes out is the one you want to look to trade back into for your short. And then you're in another mega trade all the way back down to our little discount dude down here again, or this one, whatever one you want to line up. But that lot bottom one, you nail it. You take the lows, just pop below the lows there. So look for a reversal right here on this day, on the lower one, 15-second chart or whatever. See if you see something there. That's a daily chart. Can we do it on a weekly? Does it happen on a weekly chart? Is this fractal, folks? Has Michael been talking out of his ass the whole time? I think not. So this is the most I can do is go back in here. This is for my chart. So we got a swing here. Watch this candle. We don't get it here. Then you'd have to look for something over here. I don't see it. So look for this order block here. Doesn't work. Hard to see on this one. I need more data. But that's a mega trade. Weekly chart, right? Look at this. See that little imbalance right here? We trade below this candle with a body right there. That's the little imbalance, a little weekly. Look at this candle's high, just to show you. It's 52825. This candle's low, 550. So this is like 25 handles in here. Trades below this candle's close. Trades back up inside this candle. Now we've got our short. Ba-boom, all the way down, takes this low out. Even if you aim for this reversal right here. We took out that low. There's the reversal on the weekly. Do we get it? We don't get a chance to get in on it. Watch this candle right here. If you wait a few more weeks, we close above it. Great. Now, if we trade back into this candle, I'm going to go long. Look at that. Right back into that candle, and you go long for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks before it, until you see that reversal happening. And if you see the reversal and it trades back up into your candle, you get out of your long and you go short. That's weeks. Will it happen on a monthly? I know I'm yakking. Monthly's harder because you need way more data. And you'll probably find that on this guy here. Let's do a monthly on here. It doesn't give, oh, forget it. Oh, here we go. Here's our monthly chart. Does it happen on a monthly chart? Okay, back in 2009, we're waiting for these same kind of setups. Like if you're a super patient person, right? Old lows taken back in 2000, right? Oh, they're not taken. But all this lot is taken down here. So you say, well, I'm waiting for a reversal to happen on a monthly chart. And here's the monthly chart reversal right there. We wait for it. We don't close. We finally close above it. You say, great. If I come back in there, I'm going to take that for a long, and I'm aiming for these old highs back here. And if you really want to do some mega trading inside this larger range they're in, you're looking for this box right here. This is where I'd be drawing my box. Right there, inside that larger range, right? So you don't see it here. So you go, all right, I'm just going to move my stop loss up to here, or my box to here. If we get a body trade above this, and that premium candle, this is the breaker that takes out these lows, you want to see it take that out. So I wouldn't even wait for this one. I'd wait for that to get taken. So let's mark up this guy right here. Wait for a body to trade above it. So you got a body above it, you come back inside it. If you get taken out on that, you just go, I'll wait for that to get cleared out one more time. It does. Nice clean body above it here. Trades all the way back to it. Precise tap. And away you go. You're in a nice long run. So what if you did manage to take a loss in here? If your stop loss was super tight, not that it should be, you'd have to sit below that order block there. That's quite a lot of handles, over 100 handles, 200 handles, and where you're sitting now. Not that who would hold it for that long, hey? For 20,000, you get in at 2 and you hold to 20,000. The point is the same. It's fractal, folks. This is why what Michael teaches you is not bullshit. You can see the same patterns on every time frame. Anybody else who's trying to teach you shit out there that doesn't have something that's fractal on every time frame, they say, well, it works really good on a 5-minute, but not so good on a 15-minute. Really? Then it's not fractal and it's bullshit. That's my belief. Oh, so I did lots of swearing today. I feel like I'm Michael, doing lots of swearing. But you get my point, right? It happens on every freaking time frame. I don't know why. I can't. As soon as I do that, see, it does this here. Does anybody know why it does that? And anybody know how I can fix that? Otherwise, I have to start doing all of this over and over and over again, try and find my way back. Usually you just double click on the side here and it gives you back your levels again. Anyway, you see what I mean. See, you tap on the side there and you get right back to where we were at before. Yeah, price needs to go up. We're just in an old sloppy beat up the trader price action high resistance crap right now. We may not get something till after lunch. Who knows? That's all the 8:30 news. We have nothing till tomorrow at 2 a.m. That's GBP, that's British pound, CAD. Yeah, 8:30 tomorrow. Core PPI. Does that help you guys? Hope that helps. This is what the market makers would think I'm selling. Right click on the price on the right, then click scale price chart only. Ooh. Right click scale price chart only. Oh, I love you, Dave. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, there's one of my charts. I do that on it and it does it messes with me. Oh, yeah, my numbers. Now I know how to fix it. Right click, scale price chart only. Got it. Thanks, Dave. Oh yeah, I noticed. I saw that in the Telegram. He was talking about that, and I've adjusted my charts for that, but I must have missed that one. Didn't know that that was the problem that it created. What are we seeking higher praises? And we love you. Yeah, we're seeking higher prices. We're still looking for these relative equal highs above us here. Look at this over here. What is this we outlined here? It's come right the way back up into the mean threshold of that candle and schmucked it. Hit it. That's, what is that, a daily fair value gap up there? Yeah, it's a daily fair value gap. Is it a daily? Stand by. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We're just bouncing off the bottom of the daily fair value gap right now. It is nasty, chop. Okay, how are you doing in oil? Are you bathing yourself in the Texas tea or what? Oh, look at that little reversal at 10:30 there. Beautiful. Right back to consolidation. Cam model 1, 2. Cam model 2 entry there. Reversal. Note my little friends, my dots. I love them. I gotta teach you guys that stuff again. I gotta get back into that because it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And I'll show you how these dots translate. This thing that I discovered on the minutes charts, same thing on the seconds. I did it, checked to see if it was fractal, and this works all the way into the months as well. It does hourly, any time frame. Green, you're in the green. I like to hear that, buddy. Keep going. Reach for the stars, my friend. Reach for the stars. Pay yourself at this portion here. Well, do what you want. I'm not going to tell you how to take your trade, but be careful on this thing here that we don't just get resistance off this breaker and then you start coming back down again. We've already hit it once. We've come back down into consolidation, cam model, push through. Now we're hitting it again. I like that idea. So if we just come back down into this order block here on the hourly and just tap it and push higher. So on the 15-minute chart, you're looking for this fair value gap here. We traded above it, came back, hit it already on that 15 minutes. Now you want to see this keep pushing higher now and start reaching for that fair value gap fill. And ultimately, this fella up here, if it's Friday's objective would be here. Natural gas. It's sad to see my natural gas. It's painful. Look at that. We finally did come down and fill it, and we're getting a bit of a reaction off of that. So we've come back imbalance, back to the body, hit it. Now getting a bit of a reaction off it. So I'd like to see, as price of gas goes higher, if this gas price goes up and we start getting above, let's say here, we're back inside this range here. What are we aiming for? So I'm going to put my boxes in here now, and you guys can put your boxes in later, but here's my area of interest. That's my area of interest right now. If we manage to get through this level right here on a close. So I've got to get through. I got to get through here. So you get up through here on a close, find some support off of this candle, just blow right through here today. Just keep running all the way back up. Tomorrow, Friday, like if we can get through this today, beautiful. Tomorrow, Friday, come back, give a little kiss, and start pushing higher. That's my upside objective for natural gas, if I can, we can get in on it. Are we seeking higher prices? I'm bullish till equal highs. Yeah, I'm bullish till equal highs as well. But it's super sloppy. So do you want to be in this? Do you want to be weathering all this mess right now? If you've caught this reversal here and you're in this for a long haul, if it comes back over 50% of your trade, close it out or do what you like. But you know, if we start losing this fair value gaps, this consequent encroachment of this fair value gap, then that's not a good sign for me. I don't want to see all these reversals that we've got that are still holding price and supporting a lower drive down. Right now we're still lower, even though we want to go for these highs, we're still pushing lower inside this range. And what have we got that has not been filled yet? That has not really been pushed. We've been working this upper portion. Like if you take this 50, your fib tool from here, and we say, what range are we in right now? And what portion of that range are we working the snot out of? What one are we leaving untouched? Look at 50% here. Right? So that whole upper half has been worked. Premium, discount, premium, discount. The premium of the discount premium. When you're in the upper portion of a range and you see a premium, and discount premium fair value gaps, like from one here up into this one here. So if you're looking for a run, you're literally between these little premium above that. That's your equilibrium right there of the upper half of the range. And you keep working both sides of it, and you just keep massaging it back and forth like this. Then it's, you have to ask yourself, do you want to be playing in that? Because this whole side has not been worked yet, right? See that? We've had this upper side, this side, but the lower half has not been worked. Look at that, even the 50%, even that side of it's been worked. So the 25 to 75% and the 75 up have been worked quite well. So if that's what we're doing, like Derek says, if we decide to go now and it starts ripping, it's going to rip through all this. It's done its job in here. It's been motoring around, balancing out price. This was balancing out price. This, 50% of the trade, 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 hasn't been balanced a hell of a lot. Like I don't see a lot of work being done down in here. Lots in the top half and the top of the upper half. So if it wants to finally bust out of here and go, you want to see it go aggressively. Like I'm done here now. I'm leaving all these people behind. I'm just quickly run down into that level and then shoot right up. And don't give anybody a chance to catch this short, and don't give any of these longs an opportunity to get long. Whip through, take them out, and then drive through and run for those highs. Are you want to wait for that? Are you, if you're in right here off of this trade and your stop loss is sitting here and you're at break even right now and you're just sitting here enjoying the fireworks, the party, then that's fine. You're at zero stress trade. You're in some decent profit right now, so pay yourself a portion and then kick back and have a sarsaparilla. You're right, it was bearish. It was bearish all the time. We're below this candle here. And now we're through this candle and we're back up into that level there. So I want to see this just start really saying, all right, it was nice to meet you folks. It's 11 o'clock now, the golden hour. Let's start ripping it right out of here. Just start tearing straight through here now and say, look, we're done, 11 o'clock. We can come back into this candle and keep going. We've done all our damage in here. Get above that level right there. I want to see it close above there. It's sitting right on it. Right on it. Now, displace, man, displace. That's what you want to see. Good. That's good. 16 seconds. You want to see that. And then we use this as support. I want to see that support. Come on, come on, come on. And then come back and go. 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Get out of there. Just grow some legs now. I closed out right there. Right at the mean threshold of that. Closed my trade out. I've been weathering this whole damn thing for so long now. I'm waiting for this candle here to get taken to the upside before I go long again. This is way too choppy. I've been weathering all these little rundowns. Now I want to see it hit this level right there. Perfect. Now go. Get above here. Find some support above this and go. I want to buy crude oil dip. We have committed a great deal of patience to this trade. It owes us now. Yes, indeed. This is a consolidation, right? Look at this consolidation in here. What you want to see is a displacement candle, come back, cam model 1 entry, and then just show me where you want to go. Are we going to rip through here? If we can get back into this, I'll put another long on down in this one here. Hopefully, if I can get a 70% retracement, like optimum trade entry, a quick rundown, clean out all the people who want to go long on this, and then get long on that from there. But if you really want to keep this support, you want to see that level there hold. You don't want to see that wick close below this wick here now. 50% of the wick, nice. 50% of this wick, hold price, start pushing higher. Come on up now. Oh, look at the card which says the ego does not care what it. You're right, it doesn't. It does not care what we think. So your 1050, there's your 1050. If we can get above this level, there we go. Come on up. See how it's using that little level? I'm going to put this level on here so you guys can see it. Keep watching this little level right here. This is the premium level inside that small little range we're in. Oh, not hourly. It's not an hourly one. It's a 1 minute one. Okay, so once we get back up into this discount one to premium one, we run up to here. We come all the way, close above it. Come all the way back inside it. And you want to see this now providing support and pushing higher. But again, I want to wait now for this candle to close above this. If not, we're going to do this whole consolidation crap again. Roll over here. We've come right back up into the rejection block. Again, rejection block, fail. Starts coming back down again. And you go, still didn't take that damn high. Rejection block. Pay yourself at rejection blocks. And if you're buying it here, you're buying it a premium inside a consolidation. If that's your model, that's your model. You want to be Derek's discount and gift emporium down here. You want to see this price reach back down into this level right here. See a little discount. Derek likes a nice discount. We come back, tap it one more time. Let's get out of here now. It's a duty-free store. That's right. Don't worry. Don't get suckered in on the big green candle here. Wait till it finishes closing. He's got 30 seconds. This could be just an ugly wick. Coming back up in here. Hits that daily in fair value gap again. And then starts peeling back down. So we're not excited until we see a nice big bold candle get up in here. Create a fair value gap in there, or even better, because then leave a portion of that open to keep going higher. I'd want to see that. Now, if you were looking for this level down here, and you were saying, I'm looking for that level, and then I want to see it tap it, and at 302, when we were calling it at 302, we're looking for a reversal at 302 on a 1 minute chart. So where's our 302? 302 is down in here. We're looking for a reversal. There's our reversal. It hit it above it, and you go, oh. That's what you look for. Every single time you see these higher time frame objectives, you see it hit, you wait for this to start happening. And as soon as you see that, make your play. All right. Whilst I was yakking, it closed above, came back and kissed it and left. See that? I didn't pay attention. It did exactly what we wanted it to do. Body traded above, came back, gave a little kiss, took her on a prom date. Bring her back. Bring her back safely. So we're calling it before it happens. We wanted to see this displacement candle to the upside, come back, give it a little tap, and just keep running. Now, 11 o'clock, I tell you, 11 o'clock, sexy time frame. Sexy time frame. Stuart McAllister, you are welcome. We can come back into the body right here, the open. Leave the rest open. $16, $17, $18. I want to see that go now. That will be the silver bullet for the 11 o'clock. I want to see it run. Get out of here. Leave this open. If it does come back and fill it on the 17, 18 candle, we have a bunch of candles that can do back and forth here now. 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. They can do a lot of up and down. Nice little return to that open. I'm not convinced we're not going to come back here one more time and rip through all these guys. I don't want to see this candle here get taken on the downside now. That's got to keep going up. So 12 o'clock. I'd like to see 12 o'clock run back and take these out. And then go higher after lunch. Like there's a level, Michael talks about a level of retracement that occurs between 11:30 and 1:30. And that sizable retracement is what I'd expect to see in the lunch hour. I'd love to see it run back all the way through, take these guys out, give you one more opportunity to get in on this lower half that we were talking about. It hasn't reached for yet. So if we see this reverse through here and take out this candle on the downside, look for this candle as a level of support to go lower. If not, we want to see this level provide support and go higher. Yes, smart, Craig. I'll be waiting. I'm not going to take this one. I took this one here and then went, no, I think I'm out. I'm going to wait. Lunch hour is the 11 o'clock run for the highs. This could be just giving people that false sense of now we're going to go higher. All these people are all loaded on that. I think we're going to come back and take them out. Let's see. Anybody heard from Lambo? How's Lambo doing? I'd like to know how he's doing down there in Florida. They sure got beat up last night. So watch that level here. And we're in a premium, so if you're buying a premium right now, you better hope it's going to shoot up there during lunch, getting close to lunch hour. Lion's share of the day is usually done in the morning. This trade here, if you got in on this beautiful trade this morning for that run up, then after weathering all of this and you take that high, if you want to wait and let it sit, move yourself to break even, take some more profit, move your stop loss up to in profit, pay for your trade, and leave a piece on, see where it goes from here. We just came back to this order block, leave that last little piece open and start running higher. I want to see a body get above here and use that daily fair value gap low to get support off of to go higher. And that's all in the premium range. So these are the premium levels I'd be looking at just to see if does it hold price. We're just getting cold in here now. Nice, keeps my computer from overheating. Not that it overheats. So you see how the rocks, the holes in the walls, the rock, you find some support on it. Look for the hole in the wall. Find support on it. You want to see if it holds price there. Body gets above it. Tap it. Just watch how price acts around these levels. Is it getting support or is it just becoming boggy? This is a nice solid rock shelf here you can get up on top of to go higher. Or does this become boggy and you just kind of slip through it and then look for this candle here? And it's finally up here in Canada. It's a good thing these Yeti cups are awesome for keeping your coffee warm. Does this look like nice, clean price action to you? Even though we're still staying inside price action, this is great, really, when for practice wise. It's always nice to see if you can stay inside price action and you can predict where each one's going to go. Still being in this sloppy price action like this, if you can still call it, then you understand your arrays, you understand ranges, you understand what Michael's been trying to teach you. And it makes your trade model, I think it makes your trade model a little more, you feel more comfortable trading your model now because you understand what price is doing off of specific levels. See how the wicks just came back into here? Bodies are above it now. We still got to get above here. This is good. Our latency is still only 3 seconds behind. It's great. You guys have 3 seconds latency on yours as well? 434. You have 8 seconds on yours, Hans? You're way over there in Switzerland or something, aren't you? Takes a while to get to you. Denmark. That's close to Switzerland, isn't it? I know it's not. Still got support. I like it. Let's see if we can get up here now, get some support off of this level. Leave a piece open. Do you expect the lows to be taken before buy side liquidity? I would like I would like to see us get back into. So if you look at on the hourly here, you see how this order block here becomes important. And there's the reversal. Now that we've taken out this little low right here and we filled that fair value gap, there's the inversion. We've traded through it. We've traded through it again. If we come back inside this before taking that count high, the important thing is I don't want to see this high get closed above the next hour. Otherwise, we can see our retracement back into that candle only and not down here. And we see how we've got down here. This is a fill of that fair value gap there, that SIBI. That is now inversion. Right there is a fill of that. And that comes all the way back into here. So if it does, it still continues to go higher. I'm out already. I took my profits and moved to the sideline. So if it takes off and takes the highs out now, once again, I'll beat myself up for not holding on. But who wants to weather through this crap? I don't want to be weathering that. I want something cleaner. And if it finally starts to leave now after 11 o'clock and finally reaches that objective, I'll know when we close above this, or this hour candle closes in the next 30 minutes. If it just pops into there, it stops, turns around and comes back down. I'm looking for a reversal back into this level here on the hourly. So I'll put this right here. And I'll say, make yourself available on all the levels. So I'd want to see it come back down into that level. And the ideal entry would be right here. So those lows may not get taken at all. The ideal entry would be right here. That fill and go higher and leave that alone. That would be nice to see. Jake, previous day's high. Yep, that's where we've been looking for up here as the upside objective. But again, we're waiting for lunch. There's always a measure of retracement back on any gains that have been made during the morning session. So I'm expecting between 11:30 and 1:30 a run on people who are trailing their stops up here. So I still like this level. If we're going to make a run back to take these guys out before going higher, you want to see that done before 1:30. So watch, if this candle gets taken on the downside, then we're back into this range again here now. See, there's a small little imbalance right here. We've traded through it, come back into it. I want to see if this, do we give up this now and start coming back down? Like that. And if you're feeling anxious about this, saying, I want these lows, he said these lows, you better take out those lows. You're not confident about price action, don't be trading it. Just wait. Wait till your model sets up. Don't look for my model. Just wait for your model to set it up. I'm just going by Michael's information that he's been given on his 2024 mentorship. He talks about a level of retracement back against anybody who's been trailing stop losses in the morning session. There's a level of retracement that occurs between 11:30 and 1:30 in the morning, or 1:30 in the afternoon, New York time. And it'd be nice to see it run all the way back into that little inversion fair value gap, the first fair value gap again. Take these guys out. All this right back into here. Smack that level and leave. Now I want to do this one. Keep your eyes on these little reversals. So you want to see, so this doesn't end up being a bear trap. We got to get through this candle here. It's a small little range. If you're trading inside that range and you got short off of that, 50% of that range, pulling your fib tool inside that little range, are you trading that? Because if you stretch it out, that's why you got to look at every little tiny range you're in. See, you're on the 50%, so you want to be inside the small little, or above the premium level to sell off at a discount. So there's 50, 62, 70, all the way down to 78%. Mean threshold of this candle. Going higher, above here now. Excuse me. We're above here now. Small little range. You don't want to be trading small ranges like that, especially in lunch hour. We have not taken out an old low, so this is just an inversion, but not a swing. It's just a continuation. So if you can trade back into this little box, so you see how that could be a bear trap versus a even if I was saying, oh, I want to see that go lower, it does. Comes back into a measure of deep discount inside this small range here. It does not take out that candle and then continues to go higher. See the mean threshold of the candle traded above? Rejection block. And if we run up and take these highs out, booyah, congratulations, those of you who held out from here. I tried holding out and I panicked finally in here. And I was getting all excited about this 11 o'clock reverse too. So I don't do well so much after lunch or during lunch hour. I start to lose my luster, and I've taken so many hits in the afternoons because I usually leave here at 10 o'clock and that's it, I'm done. In the afternoon, if I come back and play, I usually get beat up in the afternoon. But now I'm just going to see if that lesson that he taught about this retracement back on these guys who are trading their stop losses up behind them occurs now between 11:30, which is right now, and 130, level of coming back against those levels. Wick, we come up into that wick, 25% of that wick, and then reject off of it. Like some people are going, oh, it's definitely going for them. You don't know it's definitely going for those just yet. Right now, I'd say, yeah, we're still heading that way. And you haven't got anything that proves to the contrary. We haven't had this get taken to the downside. So now I'd need to see this here get taken to the downside, break structure here, and use this to support price going lower. Aim for that low, this low, so on and so forth. So every time you make a new high, I'm looking for this little jobby right here. Yeah. If you can walk away from the week with some profits, if you are getting all flustered and upset right now because you're not in this trade from here and you didn't want to weather this, like I didn't want to weather that, and you're beating yourself up because it's still going higher, you need to work on your psychology. Like really, it's not a big deal. If it runs for these highs and keeps going higher, who cares? Who cares? There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. Because if you punish yourself saying, I should have been in this high resistance liquidity run because now I'm using the analysis of, oh, after the fact, we all have hindsight 2020 after the fact. So, oh, I should have stayed in that. Yeah, but what if it ripped all the way down here? You'd be saying the same thing. I should have been in it? No. Interesting. I want to see this now. I love pulling these things. I don't know why. I just do like pulling them. Oops. And I like to get an idea of where they're going. This low occurs after that high, and this one doesn't take that low, so I'm going to use that one. Where does that take us? Just above the equal highs. Just above the equal highs. 247. 247. Oh, it makes it equal highs. Oh, that would be interesting. Now you imagine that comes all the way up to here and everybody's like, I knew it would make it. Then it stops, turns around, comes all the way back down again, takes out the lows, then comes back up and cleans those guys out. That would be ironically funny. I'm going to put this right up here just as a curiosity piece. Four, 474. Yeah. $40.42. Tapped it, working it right here. You want to see it stop right there and start going back up again. Right off this candle here. Don't fill that. More positive if it stays open for a higher run. If it starts to close it off, I start to lose its luster for me. Usually you want to see that, like Michael shows in his videos, you want to see it just stop short of that. Here's that. This could be that measure of retracement we're talking about. You don't get the high you're looking for. We get a little wick up into 25% or 50% less, and we don't go higher. We're kicking off this breaker right here for this run down below these lows. So this would be interesting to see this wick all the way back down now. Give us our retracement that we're looking for. We have nothing here yet. We want to see this get taken, and we want to see this get taken on the downside. We have a little slight close open below that level. Come back up into here. That candle's open right there. React off and come back down. Leave the rest of that open to go short. If it starts to close this in again, yeah. I want to see, yeah, see it closed above there. No, I'm looking to see this provide support to go higher. Still going higher. Didn't take this out. Just retraced back into this range to a discount array. Mean threshold. Mean threshold. See how it reacts off of it? Now we want to see it drive through it, or just bounce on it, see where it closes, and then see if it runs back into this consolidation pattern here. So I'm looking right there. See if it just starts, it's got to pop through that. So it's coming up and hitting, finding some resistance there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move. We're below it. This is where you kind of study price action. Just watch the candles as they're forming, as they're working right now. Don't get bored and walk away and say, oh, I'm not getting what I want. Study this. This is what you need to be looking for. Each one of these arrays, you want to be looking to see if, is that going to give me some support now, or is that just going to pop through that on a close and we're just going to start working this higher? And the mean threshold of that candle there, and I want to make sure I block that out. Is right here. 458. Quarter. There's the quarter right there. So if you want to see weakness, we want to see it hit here and start coming back down again. I don't want to see it close there in the next 15 minutes. If it closes above that, then this candle becomes the play. And those lows may not get reached for lunch hour. But it's still too, if you look at the whole range you're in right now, do you want to be buying a premium just to run this extra little piece that you want to see it run up here? That's up to you. I want a discount. So I want something down here for that. I do not want to be buying this at a premium just to run a little bit of distance here. This would be great if this was like a massive range that you're starting to run back up through. And this was in the discount portion of that huge range. But when you're looking at that range right there and you're already at the super premium, I'm not interested in playing in that. So Just going to put a little line right here so I can see where it is. Remove, close. From 11 o'clock, it looks like 1 minute fair value gaps are holding on the way up. A couple down fair value gaps have inverted. Is that the market maker buy model? The market maker buy model is look the original consolidation, and I don't see a clear market maker. Usually I see consolidation, first stage accumulation, second stage accumulation, market maker, and then you go into the market maker sell profile. So if this is your original consolidation, I don't like that at all. Sorry, that might. I want to see something. I have an idea. Oh yes, yes. This is definitely support. You have a propulsion candle, find support. Fair value gap inversion, find support. Another one, fair value gap inversion. So far you're finding support at that. I want to see this high get taken and a fair value gap on this side to form a BISI to form. Once we take this high out, I want to see a BISI form here. Smart money reversal, low risk sell. Then you want to see accumulation distribution. Accumulation, second stage distribution would be your unicorn trade. And I know people have different definitions of unicorn trade, but Michael says second stage distribution on a market maker sell model is magic. It's your unicorn trade. And we're coming up for the 1150 macro. You want to see that really start to climb out of here. We're sitting at that 25% range. So if this was going to show weakness, I'd like to see it show weakness here and start that whole run on all these people that are trailing their stops up behind them. And what are we looking at this range here? %62% puts us right in here. Ultimate trade entries down in here. This is one of those ones that if you see this get taken out on the downside, and we use this for support inside this reversal, mind you, I like to see that do one little sweep up there first, then come back and take this. Use this order block as support to go lower, and then use the 50, 62%. Use your fib tool method for managing that run on that expectation for lunch macro. Like Michael says, this is how you look for, this could be your model for the afternoon, right? Just waiting for that retracement back on running all these people who are trying to trail their stop losses up behind you here. This could be your macro that you're looking for. So that's the level I'd be looking for to see that run back down inside that range. That would be a model that you'd look for a run. And I'd use this fib tool here for managing it, that fib tool technique. Aditya, how do you know so much, sir? I don't know half as much as Derek and those boys do. Derek and Abs, those boys are smart. Just learn, if you haven't already done so, take the 2024 mentorship that Michael has online, and you too shall learn all this stuff. I've only been doing this for 8 years. I guess I was part of his original mentorship back in August of 2016. That's when I first got in with my buddy Bryce. He's the one that told me about this. So thank you, Bryce. And Bryce isn't in this anymore. He never followed through with it, which is a shame because it's I remember him taking, he had $80. Bryce is one of those gambler type of guys too. He had $80 in one of those little Forex accounts, and he traded it all the way up to 12 grand. And I'm just yelling at him like, take money out. Are you kidding me? I said, leave 2 grand in and play with that. Like put 10,000 bucks in your pocket. He took $80 and turned it into 12 grand and blew it all. And blew it all. It all went. And I was just like, dude. He goes, well, I only lost 80 bucks. You did not lose 80 bucks. You lost $12,000. It was sitting in your pocket, ready to go. All you have to do is hit withdraw, put 10 grand in your pocket. You would have been, that pays for any restarting that level or that account over and over again for forever. You could have paid $80 into that for 10 years and still been fine. But no, he blew it. But anyway, that's where I started going, wow. And he got me hooked on Michael back then. So you won't take that long, Atya, to get my knowledge level. My knowledge level is not that high. But it won't take you long to get that. You follow what Michael's teaching you. Stick to the rules. You won't go wrong. You won't get upset if you miss big runs like this. Catching this one down here this morning, for that up there, we're already over 100 and some odd handles already. And if it runs for those highs now, yeehaw. Congratulations, those who kept it and had the internal fortitude to be able to weather that. So yeah, I definitely highly recommend that you take his 2024 mentorship if you've never studied his stuff before. If you can handle the long rants that he goes through, and sometimes he can be quite verbal in terms of his swearing and cursing, just see right through it. Don't let it bother you. Don't focus on that. Too many people focus on trying to get that guy to change. He's not going to change. Focus on the little bits and nuggets of information. And believe me, he gives you more nuggets in this 2024 mentorship than we ever got in that paid mentorship that we paid for way back when. So you guys are really, really getting an amazing opportunity learning from that guy right now. So definitely utilize it. Okay, so still nothing, still no reversal. See how we've just, there's your inversion, come back, found some support at it. We're still going higher. Looking for this level here to provide a level of support now. Body trades above it. Tippy tappy, give it a little kiss, take her on a date, away you go. Still looking for that upside level of 50% of that wick. This has been a slow meander. Slow meander in this price range. And I got out right in here. And it's slowly meandering back up again. So my fail-safe, so let's just analyze where I went out. Had I used the fail-safe and stuck with the rules, here's the order block you want to see hold price. And here's the fair value gap. You see it comes down, but does not fill it. That's a good sign right there. Good sign. Back to the order block. It's open. It comes back to the open. Reacts off of that. So stop loss should have been just down in below here. Now that I go back and think about it, my fail-safe would have been, if we lose this, and we lose that, and that fully closes in, and we start digging down, and I lose this one. So the stop loss could be below this low. If I lose this, come back, find a short, then that was the short to go lower, taking this candle out. So that's where my stop loss should have sat. But instead, I got out at that, and it's consequently kept running up higher. So had I followed my fail-safe rule, I would still be in this trade, which is okay. I'm not going to beat myself up. I'll make a journal entry on that today and say, why did I fail? What was the psychology behind that? And my psychology is this. Seeing it go out, in, out, in, out, in, shaking me up so much that when it finally broke through, it rattled me enough psychologically to get out of that. That'll be my journal entry. So it's important to talk about screen capture and why you started to bail there. So I don't like doing live trades in front of you guys. It just adds more stress. I'll tell you where I'm going to go in, but we're just studying price action and you guys have your trade models. It's not about me giving you a signal, telling you where you got to go. So we're looking for this level right here right now, 50% of that wick. Oh, we're through that wick already. Sorry, we're looking for the high. I guess the highs now. What a beautiful, beautiful, long, painful day to get to an objective. If you hit that there, that is 460, 476 from the perfect entry at 321 with a 5-handle drawdown. 21 to 46. There you go. You hit it right there. That's 150 somewhat handles for the day. And that's it. That's it. We did not get the retracement. Now, if we take that high out, which is sitting at 49, what's that one there? 47, 4785. 4785. So wouldn't that be ironic if it stops right there, then reverses and comes back down again, and does not give everybody the highs, does not give that high back here at 4483, and just stops and comes all the way back down. So then if it does, we're looking for this here, all the way back to the mean threshold. Those are the three levels. I wouldn't want to see this candles get taken. And then you got the wick. If this just keeps climbing, then you guys are on a sweet, sweet long ride. That would be very typical of NQ, wouldn't it? Not quite taking out all the highs, but it looks like it's going to be highs first. Yep. Yeah, it's taking the highs now. So now you look for a reversal. You look for an opportunity to now get short back into this candle. Any opportunity now you see a turtle soup, whatever, if you're into turtle soups, I don't know turtle soups that well. I don't profess to show anybody on any faith on a turtle soup. I definitely wouldn't turtle soup this just because I don't have the cojones to do a turtle soup here. But if I did see a nice little reversal going on here, there might be an opportunity to get short back into this candle's high. Oh, if we don't get that one, if we run all the way through all of these, then this may be the only high you get, and that keeps running. Wow, yeah, that if we just key off of here now that we've traded above it with a close, we come back and tap it on the session open, midnight candle open, and we're finding support off that midnight open. Now you want to see it keep going? This could be a big runner today. This could just keep running. This could just keep running. And if it's going, it's running away with us, then so be it. So be it. Standard deviation projection. This is how I do my standard deviation projection from that candle's high to that candle's low, taking out both buy side liquidity, and then going swing projection going up. There's 1.5. There's 2 standard deviations right here. 3 standard deviations is 2.5. 3 is up here, and 4 is way up there. I don't know why it's yellow. Settings. Yeesh. We don't want them. That. Give me this. This. Some nicer colors than yellow. So there's 2. If that runs up to 4, oh my God, that'll be a huge run day. Here's 12 o'clock now. Oh, this would be nice to see a reversal right here. Stick around a few more minutes with you guys and see what we get. Nope, someone's car alarm's going off. Well, that was if that's the upside objective today, that was a beautiful look at that. From the time we saw this low here yet this morning, and we were looking for these, aiming for these highs here, that fill, you start to look for those reversal patterns. And there's the reversal pattern. You see it, you're in it. If that's the objective you're aiming for right there, you've just managed to weather all that and collect. That's a beautiful day. Not fun being in this. This is what shook me off. But, you know, it's a profit nonetheless. It's a small profit, but 80 handles or so. Nothing to scoff at. But if you had the patience to weather all of that for your upside objective, way to go, you guys. Please explain the reversal the pattern. The reversal is when a low is taken, you look for, this is just my reversal pattern. Michael looks at the opposite side. I look at this side. I'm not saying mine's better. I'm not saying everybody follow me, follow Michael, but this is what I've consistently seen. When you have a low taken out, any low that's taken out, I look for a SIBI, not a BISI, but a SIBI that occurs after this low is taken. I look for a SIBI to form. There's your SIBI. The moment this trades above it, it validates this as the swing point with your stop loss sitting down here. So you have one of three entries. 1, 2, 3. Low, medium, higher leverage, closest to your stop loss. If it runs through on a close below here, comes back out, your high leverage can take your high leverage off your medium and low leverage trades. You'll take a loss from there to there, and you wait for it to get above there again and then go higher. And if it keeps going back and forth, you look for this candle set here for it to climb above that first. And this, unfortunately, is way too high inside the range. Usually you want to see one of these order blocks sitting down in here. Either way. So I'm looking for a SIBI to form, a body to trade above it, not a wick, but a body has to trade above it. That validates that as your 3 different potential entry points with your stop loss sitting right here. You're aiming for higher range, so looking for the breaker, either a low. You're pulling your fib tool, use the fib tool method. You're using the fail-safe method, whatever method you want to use. I've got several different methods I can use for trailing my trailing stop loss to go higher, my fail-safe and my stop loss. And you're aiming for old highs. That's the reversal. And then the same thing on the upside. The moment you see a high taken, you look for this to be traded through on the downside, and look at the range that you're in. It's this immediate low here. So the moment it trades below it right here, you ask yourself, am I below 50% of that range? Do you really want to take this trade? If it's 50% or lower, then don't take it because you're in a discount anyway. You're just you're selling a discount to try and get a better discount. You're trying to get either below this low or down to this breaker again. It trades back into the breaker. You have a small reversal here, or small change in direction. It's not really a reversal, even though we did take that low out. Trades above it, trades back into it. Look at that range you're in now, trade all the way back up. You've got to be disciplined to look at these ranges if you're using that fib tool as a method to close out your trade. Then you wait for another reversal. Once that one happens, then you say, I don't have anything in here. So you wait for a new reversal. Nothing in here. Wait for a new reversal. This low takes out these lows. You got this reversal here. You trade up to it. Wait. Comes back one more time, takes you out. You've got this one here. You trade through it. Came back right on it right here. And then you go higher. That's the reversal. Here, see how the body trades on it? Slightly below it, but you want to see a nice displacement candle get below that. come back, find support at it. It doesn't, just keeps climbing higher. So this looks like it's got some serious upside now. So basically what it's done is it's traded through fair value gap on the hourly, created a reversal. This candle, we wanted to see it come back down into this level. You want to see it stop first before it takes that one out. It doesn't, it runs all the way through it. Now you want to see this not take out the high on a close. It does. It closes above that high. Then you go, this one is not the one I'm looking for now. It's this one. Literally open, tapped it, and keeps going. Lower time frame, there's your reversal here. Takes out this low. See the body trades above it right here. Come back, taps it, gives you an opportunity to get long. You're running for that high. You're looking for these highs here. Takes out those highs on a close. Comes back, gives them a little kiss, and then off to the races you continue to go for that old high in Asia. So that's your reversal, Craig. And it's the same thing happens on the upside. You've got these highs taken. BISI this time, not a SIBI. SIBI's for a run higher. BISI's are for a run lower. You take out that fair value gap there on the downside, and then you also take out that candle right there. When you trade back into this candle and that fair value gap, you get short. Right there. You're short, you're taking out low, 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 and you're always aiming for the next low. Doesn't have to be always down here, but just the next low. If you're using your fib tool, you use your fib tool on the way down, trades back, takes you out, comes all the way back up into that level again. Does not take out the highs, does not take out your stop loss. If you reset that and did it all over again, then it finally drives down, takes that out. We got the next reversal on the way out. Ah, this looks good. 12 o'clock, 12:09. This would be good if we took this out on a downside. Distinctive, bold candle, giving me the intent to go down here now, get below here. This would be a cam model 1, 2, and 3 level. There's 3 cam models in this if we trade below on a down close candle below here. You're welcome, Campione. See you tomorrow. So anyway, keep your eyes on those reversal patterns. Now that you've traded above these old highs, look for return back into this fair value gap here. It will also be this one here. Should give you a return to here. See if that stays open. If we do, keep driving all the way back down through this candle. Then you're looking for, that is my downside area of interest. But I want to see a distinctive displacement now below these lows. That's what I'm looking for lunch hour. I hope you guys have a good time. If you did, you learned something, you had some fun today, please hit your like button. If you don't, no big deal. I will be here for tomorrow to see if we can get a TGIF Friday trade. And yeah, we'll see you on the morning. Have a great day and spend some time with your loved ones. Take care of yourselves. God bless. There's my out button. See ya.